Hello friends, welcome to our channel Aha Zindagi Tricky Maths. In this lecture, we will discuss some important concepts of chain rule and we will solve some problems based on our discussion. So we will start discussion. So what is direct proportion? See, if two quantities are there, suppose x and y. If we are increasing y and while increasing y, x is also increasing. Or when we are decreasing y, then x is decreasing to the same extent. That is when we are doubling y, then x is also doubling. And when we are making y half, then x is also become half. So this case is a case of direct proportion. So we say two quantities are said to be directly proportional if on the increase or decrease of the one, the other increases or decreases to the same extent. Okay. So this is what a direct proportion is. So we will see some examples. Suppose you purchase some articles. So when you are purchasing, suppose one article, you have to pay price of one article. When you are purchasing five articles, you have to pay five article price. Okay. So we can say cost is directly proportional to the number of articles, or more the articles, more will be the cost. Okay. Similarly, work done is directly proportional to the number of persons working on it. So, how many workers are working for a job? So, work done will be proportional to the number of workers. So, more man, more work. Okay. So, this is also example of direct proportion. Next type of proportion is indirect proportion. See, two quantities, suppose x and y, are such that when we are increasing y, x is reducing, or when we are reducing y, x is increasing to the same extent. That is, when we are doubling y, then x will become half, or when we are making y half, x is getting doubled. So, in this case, x and y are said to be indirectly proportional. Okay. So two quantities are said to be indirectly proportional if on the increase of the one, the other decreases to the same extent and vice versa. Okay. So we will try to understand with the help of example. So suppose the time taken by a car in covering a certain distance, when distance is fixed, so time will be inversely proportional to speed. More will be the speed, less will be the time taken. As you know by formula, time is equal to distance by speed. As distance is same, so time is inversely proportional to speed. Similarly, time taken to finish a work is inversely proportional to the number of persons working on it. Okay, so when more people are working on the same work, it will be completed earlier. Okay, so more persons, less is the time taken to finish a job. Next one is, so you remember this, while solving the problems of chain rule, what we have to see, we have to compare every item. Okay, we say the term to be find out. So we have to first find the relation, how it is in relation with the item to be find out. Okay, that is whether it is directly proportional or whether it is inversely proportional. So we have to check that. Then only we have to solve the problems. And remember one more thing, while solving the problems of chain rule, you should be good in ratio and proportion. So if you have not confidence in ratio and proportion, first see the lecture of ratio and proportion, then you can solve the problems of chain rule easily. Okay. So we will solve some problems based on our discussion. See here, if 36 men can do a piece of work in 25 hours, okay. So in 25 hours, 36 men are completing a job. In how many hours will 15 men do it? See, if we have to complete the same work and less men are doing, so more hour will be required. Okay, so what is this? This is a case of indirect proportion. Okay, so we will assume the number of hours, let required number of hours be x, required number of hours be x. Now, as we have discussed, less man, more hours, more hours. Okay, so this is a case of indirect proportion. Indirect proportion. Okay, now see, we have to find the number of hours when 15 man is doing. So first we will write the ratio of man, that is 15 ratio 36. Okay, and it is in indirect proportion with the number of hours. So when 15 men are working, it is indirectly proportional to the number of hours. So it will come here x. So 25 ratio x. Okay. When it will be indirect, see, you can understand this by writing as a fraction. Okay. Suppose 15 by 36. If it is directly proportional, then numerator, okay, x will come here. But it is inversely proportional, so x will come in the denominator. Okay, and for 36 it is 25 hours, so 25 by x, and this is what is written here. Okay, in the form of proportion. Okay, now if you are aware of proportion, in proportion we know product of means equal to product of extremes. Okay, so from here 15 into x will be equal to 36 into 25, and from this we can find x as 36 into 25 divided by 15, and it will be equal to 60. So number of hours will be required number of hours is 60. Okay, we will solve one more problem. See what is said here. Rocky can walk a certain distance in 40 days when he rests 9 hours a day. Okay, so how long will he take to walk twice the distance? See distance here. Distance is becoming twice. So we have to see the relation with respect to distance twice as fast. So speed is also changing. So we have to see relation with respect to speed and rest twice. Okay, so rest time is also twice. So we have to see the relation with respect to rest time also. Okay, so we have to find how long will he take to walk, means how in how many days Rocky will be able to walk twice the distance, twice as fast, and twice taking twice rest. Okay, so we will see how each parameter is linked with the number of days. So we will assume let the distance in the two cases. First case is with certain distance, we are assuming y. Distance in the two cases be y and 2y respectively. And speed b, as speed is also doubling, speed b, suppose initial speed is z in first case, and in second case it is doubling, so it is 2z respectively. Okay, and we have to find the number of days. So let the required number of days, the required number of days be x. Okay, so now we will see how each parameter, that is distance, speed and rest time, is linked with number of days. So more distance, if you have to cover more distance, you need more time or more days. Okay, more distance, more days. So it is a case of direct proportion. Okay, direct proportion. Similarly, with respect to speed, when speed will be more, time taken will be less. So less days, more speed, less number of days. So it is in indirect proportion. Indirect proportion. Next quantity is resting time. Okay, so more resting time. See, more will be the resting time, less hours will be walking time. Okay, so less walking time, less distance will be covered, or we can say less walking time, more days will be required. Okay, so more resting time, more days will be required. More resting time, more number of days. So it is also a case of direct proportion. Direct proportion. Okay, now we have three parameters: distance, speed and resting time. Resting time. Okay, so we will see first case is distance. So initial distance is y. See, here we have assumed y and 2y. So y ratio 2y. Okay, so as we are seeing relation with all is proportional to, okay, when case y is there. So what is the number of days? 40. Direct proportion case, so 40 ratio x days. For speed it is C, indirect proportion, and we have assumed z and 2z speed. So as it is indirect proportion, so in case of 40 it will be how many days? Z days. Speed is z. Okay, but it is indirect proportion, so it will be 2z ratio z. Okay, with resting time it is direct proportion, and resting time is becoming twice. So initially 9 hours and final will be 18 hours. So case to 18 hours, 9 is to 18. Okay, now by using the relation of proportion, that is product of means and is equal to product of extremes, so from that we can write y into 2z into 9. Okay, these all are extremes on LHS side, and here it is x. It is equal to product of means, so 2y into z into 18 into 40. Okay, and from this we can calculate x. So this 9 into 2 18, 18 will be cancelled out. See, y will be cancelled out and z will be cancelled out. So we can write x is equal to 2 into 40. that is 80. Okay. So what will be required number of days? Required number of days is 80. Okay, friends. So in this lecture, we have discussed some important concepts of chain rule and we have solved some problems based on our discussion. Okay, thank you.